I'm going to ask you all a question first. On the Day of Judgment, what are the barriers to your good deeds being accepted? The Prophet ﷺ said that there is a specific moment that a person is bankrupt on the Day of Judgment, rendered muflis, bankrupt on the Day of Judgment despite their prayer, despite their fasting, despite their qiyam. What are those deeds? I can't hear anybody. What is that, uncle? Bad manners, jazakallah khair. What else? Huquq al-ibad, the rights of the servants, mashallah. Anything else? One of the sisters said something? Brothers? Okay. We know the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam that a person comes on the Day of Judgment and they have their prayer, they have their fasting, they have their siyam. Can you imagine how many Laylatul Qadrs they have caught? A lifetime of seemingly doing the good deeds. But sabba hadha wa shatama hadha wa akhtaba hadha wa daraba hadha, and in different ahadith, different narrations of the hadith, those things are in different order. But the point is, despite all of that, you cursed this person, you backbited this person, you slandered this person, you hit this person, you denigrated this person. Basically, you had a nasty tongue. So, huquq al-ibad, the people that you hurt, line up and they take your good deeds until you have nothing left. Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr. Can you imagine Laylatul Qadr is better than 1,000 months? 1,000 months. And let's say that a person caught Laylatul Qadr for 50 years. 50,000 months of good deeds gone. Why? Because of the people that you hurt with this. It's a warning from the Prophet ﷺ. The barriers to our good deeds being accepted or being profitable on the Day of Judgment. Now, that's not what I want to talk about tonight. I just want to establish a premise for a moment. That as we're getting into the last 10, we need to make tawbah from those things that might take away everything from the last 10. Shaykh Yasir talked about salah, prayer, taking the most of our prayer. And honestly, I appreciated the reminder because it wasn't a feel-good reminder. It was a warning. الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ. Usually you hear the good things about prayer. It was a warning not to be forgetful for your prayer, right? With your prayer and lose out on your prayer. This is beyond that. This is your good deeds going to waste because you're not reforming your akhlaq. You're not reforming your manners. And so if you want your ibadat to be accepted, you have to reform your akhlaq. Can you all remember that? If you want your ibadat, your acts of worship to be accepted, you have to reform your what? Your akhlaq, your manners. If you want your acts of worship to be accepted, you have to reform your manners. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us all to reform our manners and to perform our acts of worship. Allahumma ameen. This is the time to do it.